Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what I like to do is to create videos that I would have found helpful when I first got out looking for treasure. Today I have a couple eBay packages. I paid about 50 bucks, just right about $50. I think one of these was like a little less than 50 and one was a little more than 50. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 videos for each of these. I just ended up filming a video about one of the jewelry bags that ended up going for like an hour and 20 minutes or something ridiculous. So I'm not going to try to combine these things anymore. I'm going to try to make them a little bit more bite-sized. We will start with, I don't know, which one should we start with? This one. I like to buy eBay lots that have like a bunch of stuff in them. Generally, I won't buy a lot unless I'm certain that at least one piece in it is going to be something that I want. And then the other potential things in it are just bonuses. And I find when I buy lots that have a lot of things in them, oftentimes if there was stuff in there that looked like it was good and it turned out not to be, maybe one of those other things is good. Like in this case, like this lot here, you know, we're seeing some stuff right off the bat. Oh, look at that. Is that sterling? Got a nice little medal here. Let's have a look. I am not sure what this indicates. Looks like we've got some cannons. Robbins Company, Attleboro. Yeah, we'll have to look that one up. Yeah, let's make it very clear so that we can Google Lens it, huh? Generally, these things, when they are actually sterling, are marked as such. This, maybe. But I would think Robbins would say that it's sterling. But oftentimes with these metals, too, you can look them up and find out what they are if they're like an actual metal. Here, I'm not sure what's going on. Obviously, we have 1937. We have one pin. This doesn't seem right. Okay, we have a pin, we have a pin, and we have a pin. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with that one. It isn't a precious metal, though. That's brass. Now, these I found interesting. There were some stick pins, and I'm not very good with stick pins. When I say I'm not very good, I haven't had like found very many good ones. You know, they look good because they're old, and I think people tend to sell them for more than I usually am willing to pay. But in this lot, these ones looked interesting, and I thought they would be well worth having a look-see at. Let's see if I can get my light better here. I had a better light, and then I broke it. This has the look of low-karat gold that's just dirty. Or like maybe 10-karat gold that's just dirty, or it could be brass. You never know with these things. But you know what we will do with that is we will test it. And sometimes like the piece on top will be gold, whereas the actual stick pin won't be. In this case, I'm guessing that if it is gold, it's all gold. Because that one looks pretty good. Let's have a look at this one. This, boy, I'm thinking this one's plate or fill. Let's say something right there. Like CO? Something company? Yeah, let me have a look through my... So I'm thinking this one's probably brass, despite the stones actually being staked in because of all of this green verdigris right here. And that is like an AS Co or like an A ampersand Co. It's kind of an interesting one. It's pretty. Bet it will polish up nice. We'll wash these too at some point here. All right, what else do we have going on in this? NJSC. So that's an oldie with this C clasp. What does it say down in there? Royal Emblem Company, New York. Cool. It kind of has a sterling look, but also might be plated. See how we've got some verdigris right there? All right, what do we got here? Looks like a little brass. It says new life, I think. Maybe a little guard pin. All right, what other fun things do we have waiting for us inside here? Fuller. I've seen a lot of these, and I've never gotten one on hand. I wanted to see, yeah, they're just plate. Looks like. Cheap little war service. Seems to be made out of like aluminum or something. General Eisenhower waste paper campaign. Guessing you got that awarded for doing some serious recycling. All right, we got another stick pin here. Surface is pretty messed up. Looks probably brass. Yeah, this thing's gonna be brass. And then this looks like it might even be a steel pin. But it is worth noting that on like online pictures for something, even if it's brass with some of these older pieces, the stones are staked in as opposed to glued. I'm guessing that's because they're old enough that there wasn't like a good glue to put a stone in and keep it there. That is just speculation, however. A little brass pin. Okay, let's go through and see. Oh, maybe I should zoom out for you folks. See what other kind of fun stuff we have floating around in here. Is this a puppy pad? Okay. Make sure there's no pins sticking to that. We'll have a look. That just looks like a bit of costume jewelry. Feels, yeah, a little bit of broken costume jewelry. Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. This one's plastic. There's a cool War Service brass pin. Very nice shape. For the Boy Scouts, looks like. I think that's what I'm seeing. That's cool. I don't think I've seen one of those before. Canada. Just a little, probably, yeah, just plate, but whatever VE stands for. Sports Illustrated. A little cross pin. BK, this looks like it was some sort of insignia, maybe. What is this one? Junior Red Cross. Little brass pin. A ruptured duck. You got these for honorable discharge from the U.S. Army. I think that's like a Democrat pin. It's like 3 different bars put together for 3 different military engagements or operations, which is I think what these are also. Not sure which ones they are. And let's see. So we have another Girl Scout pin. Something for 1961. Yep, it's just plate. And we'll get down to a few pieces that could be good stuff. A little bit of sparkle. This is interesting. Shoulder form. Oh. Looks like it's insignia. Probably nickel silver by the looks of it. Maybe silver, but I don't think so. We can set that one aside. AAA. All right. So let's see if we got any gold in this lot. Did this lot redeem itself? This is the first potential. Probably gold fill. Yep, gold filled. Now, part of why I bought this particular lot was because the seller, I'd bought another lot from the seller and got gold out of it. So I thought, maybe this person isn't spotting gold, but probably just lucked out on that first one. Although we'll find out here in just a sec. I don't know. Huh. Tenny 25 service. It's got a real gold look to it. We'll test it. This sometimes turns out to be gold, in which case we will maybe have redeemed this lot. But I also thought this was really cool. I just wanted it in hand. I don't usually see pins like this made so well, and I really wanted to have a look at it. See what might be going on with it. Because it's kind of got an old pin. Oh, it's sterling. Okay, so it's not gold, sadly. It's gold plated. It's vermeil. But the reason it looks nice is because it's a sterling pin. So my military collecting fans are going to have to tell me, but I feel like this is probably better than the average little bit of U.S. Navy pinnage. Being sterling. Oh, yeah, it's marked sterling a few places, isn't it? Look at that. No, maybe that was a mirage. Maybe I just thought it said sterling. Yeah, just that one spot. But that is cool. It's not 50 bucks worth of metal, I don't think. That would have to be, 50 grams, but still, this was one of the big things that I wanted to hold in my hand, and I'm glad I got it. I really do like it. Now, this one might redeem us, and this one might redeem us. So why don't we do sort of 2 things here. Just going to make sure that everything's laid out. You can see what's going on with all of the different pieces. I got a bit of feedback the other day that I was not spending enough time showing these pieces. So I'm just going to make sure that everything is laid out real quick here. In fact, I'll pause it and lay it all out. There we go. Just leave it for a second so it's easy to pause the video at this point if there's anything you want to see. And we'll get out the test stone. Occurs to me I should probably zoom way in on this, so if anyone wants to Google Lens it, we can try to figure out what it is. No markings there. Gold filled, and then whatever that little diamondy mark is. Okay. All right, now we have our results. So this is 10 karat test acid across the top. And you can see this piece is not gold. However, this piece is doing quite well with that 10 karat test acid, and surprisingly well with the 14 karat test acid, but then our 18 karat test acid gets rid of it and has held up very well to that 14. So yeah, I think we can probably safely call this 10 karat, which is nice because we got gold, and any day you get gold is a good day. Even if, we'll see here. Did we overpay for this gold? How much gold do we have here? There we go. Zoom out a little bit. There you go. Then you can see. So yeah, it is chunky. It is 1.86. Gold's about, what, $100? We'll just say $100 a gram. 1.86 times 100 times, and we'll say it's 10K, right? Times 0.416 equals 77 bucks, 60. Remove. Well, you know what we can do is we can test the screw, and we'll see if that's also gold. And if so, then we've got about 75 bucks worth of gold here, which means we did okay. If not, it means we have a little less than that. But hey, gold is gold. And more importantly, this is a really good example of where you do have a little bit of a rough look on the back, but it's still gold. And you really, it's those edges and the face that really kind of give away the fact that it is actually gold. The back was just not polished. All right, we'll test the little stud here real quick, and then we'll wrap up the video. I'm guessing it's not gold. Very different color, you can see. But maybe. Let's let that just cook. It's cooking away. Okay, so then you can tell that this, see, it's gone away. So then you can tell that this is not 10 karat gold. So it's just the face. So, you know, 70 bucks worth of gold at sky high gold prices. Can't complain. In particular because that is a pretty cool thing. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button for me. If you haven't yet, I hope you subscribe. And most importantly, I hope that you can use the information that you learned from this video to go out and find some treasure.
Like this, I've been Thomas.